What's happening, everybody? It's Ike from Flipside Music, and welcome to What the F.A.Q, Season 4, Episode 7.
Yes.
And I am here with
Dylan.
And we are here to answer all of your...
We're here to ask your questions.
We're here to ask all of your deep-rooted questions on stuff. So, yeah. Weekly question and answer show. You ask a question, we answer something with something. So,
exactly.
All right.
All right, yeah, well, we're in, like, finest form today, so we're just gonna...
Today is...
Yeah, everything's a cell phone operation today.
Everybody's gonna... You know how it rolls with us. Like, some days stuff works, some days it doesn't. Today, it's we're using the phone because we
should do, like,
we're having issues, plus we have to do the video to get over to the shop because we're down a person, so we're...
Yes, because MJ's on tour, so...
Yeah, MJ's out on tour this month.
Yes.
So, check out The Broken.
Yes, B-R-K-N is how they spell it. No vowels.
Yeah, all capital letters.
Yes.
Possibly different fonts. Any font to be
Lots of fonts.
Yeah, any font to be font.
Lots of creative fonts.
That's the way you spell it. So, check it out. If you are in any of those cities that they're going to be in, go check them out. Go say hello to MJ and the rest of the boys.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I guess we'll just roll into it. Colin James is at the top today, so question for next time. How many pedal boards is too many? He says he's thinking about building an all-drive pedal board. He said he'll probably put a noise gate and a tuner on there, but basically all drive. Yeah,
probably a good idea.
Yes, with all drives. For all the drives, not on his current board, so he's asking if it's genius or overkill.
If you're going to use it, then it's good. If you're not going to use it, then I think you're just taking some time to do some stuff.
Yeah, here's what you do.
Uh-oh.
Put them all on there. Then figure out a way to put the boards next to each other and just have the inserts from the drive board go in wherever your preamp or drive section should be in your bigger board. That way, through the combined power of both boards, you can just run all of it.
The power of Grayskull.
Yeah, by the power of Grayskull, you can do it, Colin.
Well, I was thinking it was funny because we were on the same track. Because as we were talking, I was like, if he had a tri-parallel mixer.
Well, that's what I was like. Just fine.
All of a sudden, you just take one loop and just put it into all your drive pedals and then put it right back in. So I think we were on the same page.
Yes,
we're thinking in the same.
Yeah,
because
you could combine all of it. Like, why not both? Is the proper question. I'm sure.
Right, and I don't think there's any limit to how many boards you have.
Yeah, I don't think so either, because it really depends on what your needs are. I mean, like if you recording boards, touring board, like those are very different things.
Effing around board, because I got a bunch of stuff at home. So I have my little board, which works for what I want.
Right.
But now that I picked up the Unicorn and the Pitchfork, I'm like, well, I need to do a different board to now cover that stuff. But then I'm looking in my closet with all the other pedals and stuff, and I'm like, well, that's a cool pedal. That's a good pedal.
Well, yeah.
So,
you could probably...
I want to mess around with a few other things. Plus, I got to get, like, a more rock machine to do heavier stuff that I've been kind of looking at. So, problem is, any guitar that I have that's heavier, that would be used for heavier stuff, doesn't really quite... I don't like the way it necessarily plays. So I got to figure that whole thing out. Well, although that Jackson at the shop, that cheap shit Jackson, is actually pretty nice.
Well, there's that
really
one
where,
well, I still think like if we put your Ashley in C, that could be a pretty fun one.
that would actually probably do it. Because I'm sitting there going, I'm like, I should get a wiggle stick. But I don't know that I need one. But I do have that EVH, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm just rambling on. They don't give a shit.
Now we've invaded Colin's question.
I'm like, sorry, I've taken over.
But yeah, no, Colin, we're not the ones to ask if like you're trying to avoid doing something where you put all your pedals together.
We're definitely Team Pro more board.
Yeah, just keep putting putting things together and see what happens.
Yeah. Team Pro more board.
Yep.
And your Demogorgon went out yesterday.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, good spot on that too. He jumped on that pretty quick. Yeah, that was good.
All right. Moving
on. Let's see. I'm sort of having to filter some of the comments while looking for the question, so it's a little different than normal.
So welcome to the song and dance portion of our show.
Okay, so so nothing here says he thinks he broke your brain with that question at the end of the last episode about
the Italian restaurants.
The affordable Italian restaurants.
You got to remember last week though, on Tuesday, I believe I was
There was a lot of...
My brain was already like mushed.
Well, because Monday was really rough last
Monday
week.
Monday was rough for a number of reasons. We had every crazy shit going on. I was a little under the weather because I probably had an extra...
Had a little fun weekend.
Yeah, maybe a beer or two more than I probably should have on Sunday. So I think my brain was already a little bit... I wasn't working at maximum capacity. Let's put it that way. And by the time we got to Tuesday, it was just a shit show because Monday was... that kicked our ass. But anyway, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was still a good question. I think we got it pretty good. So his question this week is, what are your favorite guitar pedals that have only one or two knobs that isn't like a straight boost? So basically, pedals that are one to two knobs at most that are not boosts.
I got two.
Okay.
I got the Boing
from
J-Rocket, which is a really good, just a very nice spring
reverb. Are you going to do another J-Rocket?
No.
Oh, I thought you were going to go for the Lenny right after that.
Lenny, oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a two-knobber.
That's a two-knobber.
That's a really good pedal too. But I was going to go with the Earthquaker Devices Acapulco Gold.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's one that's
just
like
a big fat knob fuzz, and it's a good sounding pedal.
Well, it's like I really did love that pedal when I had it, but once we did the Demogorgon, like I haven't thought about it as much since then because the Demogorgon kind of became like all of that and then some.
That's the fuzz. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that. Yeah, well,
it's still an awesome pedal. Though.
Yeah, it's a pedal that I like. That's only a one knob.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, the Lenny is a great one. That's a good one too that you threw in there. So
yeah, I mean, I like a lot of the. It depends. Some of the like the two knob tone bender clones are pretty fun. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite like two knob style fuzzes a lot of people do is like the Jordan Boss Tone style fuzz. Any of the Jordan Boss Tone circuits, usually, like if you can add a bias, which would technically sort of be a third knob I guess. But a lot of them have a bias, and that part to me is pretty fun because you can kind of get this weird, like, half broken, half fuzzy thing that really works well for slide. Like, I'm not great at slide yet, but it's just one of those fun things that's like, that particular fuzz is really fun with slide guitar. The Boing was kind of one I was thinking about. That's tough because a lot of mine end up just going back in because most of the two knob stuff, for the most part, is fuzz.
Yeah, it goes into the fuzz.
Yeah, so it's like a few of the different fuzzes, like the Eruptor, which is like a one knob, the Bellows, which is like a two knob one.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah, a lot of those tend to. And I mean, even a lot of classic fuzz faces generally are two knobs. So yeah, I mean, a lot of those, I think there's some validity. Like 2 to 3 knobs, I do think is actually kind of this odd golden window if you can make the controls actually be effective.
Have a good sweep.
Yeah, because it's like
otherwise it's very limiting. It could be very limiting, but I personally I like it. The easier the better.
Yeah, and I think if you can, 2 to 3 at most. I think really, especially like if it's something gain related, like having basically gain, volume, and tone. Like I think you can do quite a bit with that, and there's really no reason to venture too far for that for most people. Or too far away from that kind of layout.
Yeah.
All right. Jake M. This week, his question is, what is your favorite pedal for the sound of a cranked amp? This could apply to like Fender style, Marshall, Vox.
I like there's a few different ones out there.
Well, I was just saying,
there's a decent amount of them.
Yeah.
If we're looking at pedal in a box kind of.
Well, I was going to say, the LPDs are still probably our house favorite right now for the Marshall.
It's a really good one from Calton-Bred.
Yeah, I still, the Friedmans are good, but I still think the Dirty Shirley's better than the BE, but I'm probably maybe in the minority there.
I would probably be in.
Because, there's just something about the Dirty Shirley that hits I feel like, well, I guess because I like 70s Marshalls more, that one hits more of that vibe, whereas the BE is a little more like JCM kind of.
Yeah, that's why I think I like the 74.
Right.
LPD 74. But that's also the Snouse pedal that I got. Mm-hmm. Kind of does a bit of that too. Has a very 70s rock sound with the P90s.
Yeah.
Sorry, got sidetracked.
No, another one of my favorite, anything pretty much I've ever heard from Menatone. Because he used to actually be in Colorado, and I think he's in California now. But generally we see a lot of them where we're at. And any of the Menatones, like the King, which used to be the King of the Britons, Monty Python reference.
Oh, yeah.
That one is amazing. He does a Vox one, and I forgot some of the names of some of them. He does one that's called like the Blue Collar or something like that, and I think it's in that, like Blues Breaker kind of vibe.
I just had something that popped in and I can't remember.
I was just say, yeah, any of the amp style circuits that Menatone does, I've always loved. What's another? I mean, obviously the cattle and bread ones are all pretty fun, like the Royal Albert Hall, the Dirty Little Secret, the Galileo, the Zabracadabra. That one's a Laney, which doesn't come up that often. No, I don't know that hardly anybody else does a Laney preamp.
That's a good sounding pedal too.
Yeah,
which we're out of, which we have to get more of.
Yes.
So, all right. So there's a bunch of good suggestions.
Yeah.
I think. All right. What do we got next?
All right. Let's see. Sorry, having to sift. Is that really it? I guess.
Could be. I don't know. We didn't have.
We didn't have a ton. We have quite a few comments, but a lot of them not like a ton of questions. Here, let's see if Great Manzini gave us anything. Okay, well, his comment was more to the similar fact about 15-watt head versions of going back to the question last week in terms of which amps we'd like to see as heads. And he was kind of in agreement that most of the line that Fender does in terms of the 15-watt stuff
I think he mentioned
be in a head.
Blues Junior too, right? Was he on Team Blues? Yeah, I would love to have that.
Well, then
it could be done. It's not like we couldn't just.
Well, it really could, because this point I think was kind of the Champ X2, which they eventually did release as a head,
which is a really good.
It is pretty,
It's a really good sounding amp.
Well, it's one of those good hybrid amps that people do tend to overlook, but yeah, he was basically, his point was that at the end of the day, a Blues Junior head would probably be not much bigger than that, and so it's like kind of why not?
Right.
Why would they not go ahead and do that?
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. All right, looks like last question is Ben Coombs then.
All right.
Our preferred Canadian YouTuber who received his shirts. And actually, I got to say, the flip side, the 80s like PV style one, actually looks really good on camera. Because it really popped. I was like, that's cool.
It did look good. I saw the video. He did a video. So if you want to check out Ben Coombs' YouTube channel, he did a unboxing for the shirts and stuff.
And he was, I think, wearing it for one of his streams the other day. And,
okay, cool.
So yeah, it was just, it turned out well.
It's a good shirt. I don't think we have it up yet, but watch the web store for that.
We should just
within the next week, because we got 2 new shirt designs coming. We got another one.
Ben can be our Canadian T-shirt model. Just have him go out into the Canadian woods and just be
out there in the cold with the geese.
Yeah, with like a koozie and like a cup of couple maple syrup. I'm just kidding.
It would just be a Labatt's Blue, a jug of maple syrup, and a goose.
Yes.
Yeah. Wear your shirt
and a maple leaf forest.
Yeah. Or we just got to make a Canadian, or we got to make like a hockey jersey.
Well, it wouldn't be the worst thing to go ahead.
Actually, isn't Earthquakers doing hockey jerseys? So we got to get one because we need to order stuff. So
that actually would be pretty sweet.
I forgot about it. I thought I forwarded that to you. Anyway.
So yeah, Ben Coombs' question this week is: do people still buy sheet music stands? Just curious.
They do.
They do. Oddly, they do. And you know what's funny is we literally went 3 years without anybody asking for a music book. So we got rid of all of them. And then, literally purged the entire shop in one day of, every piece of sheet music, all of it. And then, ever since, people ask us, weekly now. And it is really the weirdest thing of, we literally had it thinking, just on my fan chance.
Yeah.
Because I remember all those ones, the ones you would get that had, the bundles. They would have, it was a certain artist, but it was a 3-pack, and it has and it's we had tons of that shit, and then nobody would buy it, and then as soon as we got rid of it, people come in all the time, and it's there are a lot of people that still really want just the tactile feel of sheet music.
I just kind of figure the internet. We have the internet. You can print everything you need. There is literally the most accurate tabs available out there.
And what's
not always. You got to find the right ones.
Well, no, that is kind of what
that stuff is out there, or
there's a video of the artist playing it, or somebody doing a video
to you directly.
Right. I was gonna say the odd thing that I've actually noticed with our music stands, though, not a lot of people are buying them because we actually have some heavy duty Gator style ones, And I've noticed a lot of people actually buy those for like laptop stands. They just put their laptop on it,
or even their iPad or something.
Yeah, or even if
I
they
think
have
it's better when you get the one that claws the iPad and that we manipulate it. And it's for lyrics. A lot of times, charts too. People are putting a lot of the stuff. I think is it On Song is one that you could put a lot of charts in.
Well, yeah, and I think is that the one that tracks like if you're running, because there's one
I think you could where it can it scrolls.
Yeah, where it figures out like kind of where you're at in the song and it shows you.
There's one that has like a foot switch too, so you can kind of scroll it. You just know you're coming to it, and then
that's pretty cool.
If you can't remember the lyrics, which happens fairly often.
Yeah, I'm terrible with lyrics. It's weird because like I can remember songs and song structures without really referencing much, but like lyrics, I'm just terrible with. I don't know what it is about. Something about spoken word stuff. I got to
really, really work at it to remember it. Once I got it, I'm pretty good. But
because to me, like I'll remember almost the melody of what's being said in the lyrics more than I will the lyrics. So it's like at the end of it, I'm still just listening for the pitch, I guess, and I don't know why.
But the thing is, sometimes if you come in, that's where it gets tricky too. It's like if you come in a little bit late or whatever, you're kind of playing catch up sometimes. So it's it's getting that.
Well, you're right. It's timing, pitch, and what it is.
Right, and hitting it right when you need to. So, I mean, that's the stuff I've been kind of working on, but it can be
pretty tough. Yeah,
it's a challenge. Well, you got to do everything. You got to think about it. The best advice I got with that was, don't think about it as singing and playing. Just think of it as one action.
Oh, as a whole thing.
So it's like you're just doing one thing, which is singing
that makes sense.
and playing.
Rory kind of says that similar because I was always trying to figure out like how he plays some of the intricate shit he does while singing, and he was saying he really did have to kind of just sit down one day and kind of do it as one thing.
Yeah.
So he practiced all the parts where he was singing. He just did that over and over and over again, just like you would when you're learning the actual song itself. So it makes sense. It's just I feel like for whatever reason memorizing lyrics is not one of my strong suits.
Yeah, but
which is weird because I have a pretty good memory for most things. So.
Most shit, yeah, you do.
So it's weird. All right, I think that's pretty much
it.
That's it for our phone episode.
Yeah, it'll probably look great.
We need to. It'll probably will, and everybody be like, "Oh man, what camera did you guys use?" Yeah. But no, what's funny is like I feel like at this point we need to do like a Bear Grylls kind of episode.
Well, we got to.
Where we're just like dropped in the woods.
Piss out of.
Well, no. Well, that was that.
What do you mean we got to go outside and be like, look at me, oh, it's so rough out here, and then noon we just go to craft services and have something to eat and sleep.
Well, actually, what would be really funny is because even if like any of the spots up in the mountains where there's like any of the mountain towns, you could make it look like you were just out in the middle of the woods and then just and then just pan. And then
totally. Well,
we're just at like some beer garden up in the mountains or something.
I think we should still do come spring some remote on
on
location.
Yeah.
Flip side on location.
Especially the Red Rocks one would be a good one.
Once we get the camper jam going.
That's true too, yeah.
Then we'll just take the whole thing. We'll introduce the camper. I got a camper that's going to...
Facking on the road.
Yeah. Getting fact on the road. We totally...
Yeah. Yeah, we could take the facking on the road.
Fackmobile?
Yeah, the Fackmobile.
Yeah, the Astroglide. It's going to be cool. I'm working on this damn camper. You guys will see it. I think I might do a separate section on the Flip Side YouTube channel and just call it the Camper Jam and Pod.
Because it could be a good
podcast.
Yeah,
Camper Jam and possible podcast.
Well, yeah, because honestly, as you kind of document some of that as you're going along. Chronicle, that sounds all dramatic.
Right.
As you chronicle your journey.
My journey from shit camper to less shit camper.
To functioning mobile studio.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people would actually appreciate that because there's a few of the guys, I'm sure like even Ben at some point would want to do one of his things on the road or something. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that benefit from figuring out how to podcast on the road.
I think we got some ideas. I just got to get this stupid thing done. Currently the roof is off, so maybe I'll put a video together. Maybe that's what I'll do is play around with some video editing stuff and try to put that
that'd
together.
Be another good
maybe
one.
Maybe put a separate section and just if you guys want, if anybody's still even here listening to this, if you guys want me to do some videos on my camper getting going, because we're going to do that, and then we got to do the bloggy thing for this thing.
Yeah.
Let me know. I'll just do a separate title for that, and if you guys don't give a shit, then don't watch it.
Yeah. Or watch it and then we'll know that you like it, I guess. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least we're putting content on it.
Yeah.
It does have to do with the store. We're
Yes.
going to use it for the store.
Yes. Well, and then, I think that's pretty much it this week. Oh, if you guys haven't watched
Now we're just rambling.
Yeah, I was just saying, if you guys haven't watched the Swarm demo, though, please watch that one. That one was a
it's
really good
cool.
one. It's a little short, but I thought it was really cool how Gordo and MJ got that one to work, especially with the stop motion and everything.
Yeah, it looked really good.
And Gordo was all worried about like that one not turning out, and I thought it turned out great. In terms of like,
great.
he actually did make it pretty musical, and it's like a lot of those are pretty hard to do that with. Those weird kind of, off the beaten path pedals.
The real choppy.
Yeah, the weird LFO fuzzes are all kind of, like the Rainbow Machines and,
So go check that out.
Yeah.
Make Gordo feel good.
Exactly. Or Data Crupper, that's the one I meant. But yeah, make Gordo feel good, yeah.
Yeah, go watch the video. Make Gordo feel good.
Exactly.
All right, I think that's it, right?
Yep.
All right, we'll catch you guys
on the flip side.
Hopefully it's still recording. Seeing that we can't see shit.
We'll find out.
All right, ready? So I don't know how much memory is on that shit or how much,
Really? Okay, yeah.
Well, I don't know. You still got to find it. You still got to find the questions, though, right?
Just
regardless, you still have to continue doing what you're doing.
Yeah, go ahead. All right.
Ready?
Yeah, I mean, I'll get it quick enough.
We're still waiting, though. Just get them.
Well, I don't know why, like, all this shit. I just want the comments. There we go.